Start.
Okay, this is the one of the ovality checking of IC engine. Okay, so what is the meaning of ovality checking? Means this is a cylinder bore. The cylinder bore, how the bore where will measured. Okay, this is called as a ovality checking. That means what is the ovality? Means the diameter of the bore will enlarge any one side. It is called as a ovality. Okay, so here the piston whenever move up and down inside the cylinder bore, so what will happen means this bore is goes to enlarge due to the wear of the movement. Okay, so whenever the piston move up and down, here there are two type of thrust is acting on this bore. Okay, inside the bore when piston is moving up and down. So what is the two things means? One is thrust side and non-thrust side. Thrust side and non-thrust side. So the piston will move to up. So what that means, it is loading inside the bore. So it will goes to move up. So it will goes to rubbing on this area. Okay. And whenever it will come down, it will goes to rubbing on this side. Okay, because of due to the acceleration of the connecting rod. So the piston goes to move up means it goes to wear on the wall of the cylinder bore left side. Then it comes down the right side, it goes to wear. So that's why the ovality will happen. Ovality means the diameter will enlarge in the opposite bore. So the both side is called as a thrust side. This is the non-thrust side. So why this non-thrust side means the piston will not more thrust on this cylinder wall. That's why it is called as a non-thrust side. It's a thrust side. So how to measure this one? This equipment is called as a dial bore gauge. Okay, dial bore gauge. This dial bore gauge have some spindles are there. Whenever it goes to insert in the bore side, so it will goes to indicate like that. So how much amount of deviation have means we can measure the diameter. Here already you know about the micrometer and the dial bore gauge. So how much amount of deflection will indicate in this means we can measure the how much that amount of mm's are there. 0.01. Okay, in the list count is 0.01. Okay, so first you set the dial bore. So here I first set the 0 point, then only you can measure the measurement. Okay, now I go to insert inside the cylinder bore. So what means here, how much amount is there? Here I think near 83. Okay, so I want to rotate inside the dial bore. Okay, see here I want to rotate. So what happens here? The deviation is occur. See how the deviations are. Okay, so like that it will come. So whenever you rotate inside, so what happens, it will goes to come to the original position. So that amount of deviation. Okay, so the dial bore will enlarge. After that you take a reading. You set of readings are, you take it at the top side and the middle of the bore and the bottom of the bore. Okay, three places you measure the take the measurement. First you take at the top of the cylinder bore, and then second one is you take the reading at middle of the cylinder bore, and third one is you take the measurement at the bottom of the cylinder bore. Like that you can measure the cylinder bore. Finally you calculate how much amount of deviation is there. Okay, you measure and you make a tabular column and measure all these things. Like that you can measure cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder bore. Okay, by this method you can check the ovality of the cylinder bore. This experiment is called as ovality of the cylinder bore. So if the deviation is more means what will happen? You must do the reboring, otherwise you change the block. Okay, within the limit 0.05 mm more than means you must change the cylinder bore liner, not cylinder bore, cylinder liner. Okay, cylinder liner is one of the part or component of the cylinder bore. So if you have any enlarge will occur inside the cylinder bore, you must change the cylinder liner. Okay, so now you can understand about the ovality checking of the cylinder bore. We will take the measurement at the next class. Thank you.